Hey guys, I'm Tammy and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you the easiest way that I found to make a bow scrunchie. To make this scrunchie, download the free sewing pattern in the link below and cut out one rectangle on the fold of the fabric. Then take the bow tie pattern piece and cut out one shape on the fold of the fabric. Fold the fabric in half with right sides together and pin along the top edge. Make sure to leave a 2-inch gap towards one of the ends. Stitch using a 3/8 of an inch or 1 cm seam allowance. Take a safety pin and pierce the end that is away from the gap. Then push the safety pin through the tube to turn the fabric right side out. At the end of the tube, you'll want to align the side seams and pin along the loop. Now sew along the loop using a 3/8 of an inch or 1 cm seam allowance. You can either sew the step on the sewing machine or hand sew if it's too tricky. This is what it looks like once it's sewn. Now pull the entire scrunchie through the gap that we left. Then take a piece of elastic that is 1/4 inch wide and cut it to your desired length. Mine was 7 inches long. Now pierce one end with a safety pin and feed it through the gap that we left in the scrunchie. Make sure to hold the other end of the elastic while pushing it through. Once it's out the other end, sew the two elastic ends together. Now push the elastic into the scrunchie and stretch it out a few times to make it take shape. Find the opening and sew it closed close to the edge. The scrunchie is now complete. Now we need to sew the bow tie. Take the bow tie piece and fold it in half with right sides together and pin along the top edge. Make sure to leave a 1.5 inch gap in the middle. Stitch using a 3/8 of an inch or 1 cm seam allowance. Now pull the entire bow tie through the gap that we left. This can be a little fiddly, but you'll want to push it through and use your fingers to pull the fabric out. I like to use a point turner to make the edges nice and sharp. Now it's fully turned right side out. Press it with an iron to make the edges nice and crisp. Sew along the top edge to neatly close the gap that we left and make the bow tie sturdier. That's all the sewing done. Now we're going to tie the bow tie to the scrunchie. I'm going to tie this where the seam is on the scrunchie. Fold the tie over and tie a knot. Then play with the position and tightness to your desired look. And here's the final bow scrunchie. It's honestly the easiest method that I love to use, and it can take me 10 to 15 minutes. Find the free pattern in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.